Yeah, those things exist. But yeah, there's a huge amount of names in this game, of characters. It's not a public list, so I don't know how many there are. I'm guessing hundreds, maybe even thousands. I absolutely have no idea of the range of this. But here's the thing. I keep encountering the same names. I have mentioned it in earlier videos. But there are certain characters that keep showing up for some reason. And I keep thinking, okay, are these like very extremely basic vanilla names that were there from the very start and that are completely essential to the game and just written into the core, something like that? So that's why they keep popping up? Or were those guys who supported Tinnen from the beginning, and that is why he keeps adding them? Or is it really just random? Just pure, utter luck that I keep encountering these? And those names are... I made a list. Those were just the names that I could think of, but there are probably more. I mean, like a name like Alex, I don't... That is just an ordinary name that I encounter in real life, like 100 times a day. So, I didn't write that one down. But special names that I keep noticing are, for example, Riesling, Jerbear, Emmy the sex slave. I told you about this in an earlier video, that there's Emmy and she's always a sex slave. I actually encountered her while I was creating these characters. She was one of the possible starting colonists, and she was again a sex slave, so that is always connected on this very character. There's also Onsan, O-N-E-S-A-N, or maybe it's Ronisan, Oni-san, maybe it's Japanese or something, I don't know. We have Wolle, W-O-L-L-E, which is a German word for wool. We have Redfields, Engie, Brixos with an X in the middle, and Val, V-A-L. Those are names that I keep encountering like every single playthrough. They are sometimes part of a raiding party, sometimes part of a caravan, sometimes they are the chief of some faction. Actually, let's check. We have Jat, we have Hakuya. What was I saying? Riesling. Riesling Bacchus. Bacchus is actually one of the characters that I had in my 3-year colony that I keep talking about. So she's probably related to Riesling. Riesling is always a woman. Yeah, Riesling. Sky is also someone that I keep encountering. And Aslan is completely new. No, had never heard of that. But yeah, there we go, Riesling. So, I came up with this little game. Every single time that one of these characters from my list keeps popping up, I will tell you one of the many sad stories that I have encountered in RimWorld so far. How I lost a colonist, or how one of my colonies completely was wiped out, or something else happened. So something of the many tragedies that this game holds in storage. So yeah, we got Riesling. I will check that off my list right here. And let me think of... Oh, okay, BB is going. She doesn't want to join up, but she is terribly wounded. It takes ages for her to even open the door. Well, let's hope that she is choosing us a very short path to the edge. Yeah, this is probably the shortest path, because this will take quite a while, and I'll probably have to save you again. But alright. So, yeah, I wanted to tell you one of the stories of what happened. Actually, I'll just, for starters, I'll just repeat one of the stories that I used in an earlier video, because this actually happened. Gutworms. Yes, it was in the middle of winter, or maybe at the beginning of winter, and several of my colonists, maybe it was only 2 actually, got gutworms. which is not bad. They can still work and haul and do everything, really. They just need treatment from time to time, as with other infections, and they eat at like a much higher rate. They keep eating and pigging out on your stuff. I had enough food, but not for this case, not for this scenario. And yeah, what can I say? I went through my entire stock of food, and all of a sudden I didn't have anything else to eat. It was in the middle of winter. I couldn't get anything. Okay, seriously, Light Hand. Go closer. Yeah, I couldn't get anything else to eat. There were no caravans, as usual, in the middle of winter. Okay, can't you... Really? Why? In any case, yeah, and I don't remember if we starved to death, but yeah, of course that has a permanent effect on your mood. If you don't have enough to eat, if you are sick, if you can't do anything else in the colony, because those two colonists, they were constantly just lying in bed or eating. So yeah, that was really bad. And I probably died, let's be honest. I probably died. That's what happens in RimWorld. If anything bad happens, all the negative effects, they all stag and you die. That is what is happening. So, yep, that was one of the stories of how only one of my colonists got wiped out. And as soon as we encounter any more of my list names, you'll hear another story. I've been playing this game for several years now, so there were plenty of villages that are lost to all manner of things, to fire, to wild animals, to raids, to my own colonists, to stupidity, to poor planning, and so on. Really, as I told you, there's no shortage of possibilities to get killed in this game. Alright, apparently we don't have enough wood to finish our great southern wall. So we need to cut some trees down. How about this? You look pretty big. No. How about you? Yeah, you. Or you. Nice. Okay, Green Bear has almost finished this the sewing job, and I just noticed that I don't have a dumping stockpile just yet. Where did I want to put it? Probably here, right? Yeah, this is fine. So yeah, I'll just leave it like that, so that these have a destination where they can be put. Where did this come from? Right. 7 L's. As useful as the old light hand was, as pathetic this one is. Okay, please keep hunting. There we go. Please hit. Okay, never mind, really. In any case, so Nevin apparently is. Oh yeah, we didn't put Nevin to a certain job just yet. He wants to be a doctor. Yeah, you can be our emergency doctor, but apart from that, I want you to mainly no, I want you to mainly no, well, no, well, you can do a little bit of shooting, but really you're worse than Light Hand, and Light Hand is our emergency hunter. Well, not emergency, but our worst hunter. You can't do construct. Okay, Nevin, why exactly did I want you? you can't do much. Okay, you can do growing, fine. You'll do that. You'll do plant cutting, yes. And apart from that, oh, you are janitor. Okay, yeah, I told you that I really like the janitor types, the people just hauling and cleaning, because no one ever does that, because you keep thinking, okay, there are so many other important things to do, like constructing and growing, and now you have to handle this animal and train it and stuff like that. But in the meantime, your house, your home looks like utter shite, and everyone gets a mood debuff, so everyone's unhappy and they start going berserk and killing each other, only because there was a little bit of dust on the ground. So yeah, cleaning and hauling, that is important. Also you can do research. Nice. Okay, so first growing and plant cutting, and in the winter you will be doing a lot of this. Now I want you to, yeah, I told you, I want you to clean first and then haul, like this. And then you'll do some research. I don't have a research table right now anyway, so it doesn't matter really. We'll just ignore that for now. Yeah. Okay, we still have a little bit of food. Actually, I don't like to go through my packaged survival meal, because I need it in case I need to send a caravan somewhere. If you have watched my last few videos, you know that sometimes that's really great caravans, but most times I don't see why it would be worth, really. But yeah, if I get a bunch of weapons and no enemies and no danger at all, then that's pretty neat. Yeah, I'll take it any time of the week. No. Yes. Yes. Okay, I'm harvesting all these berries. Now that Green Bear apparently is done with the job of preparing the fields. Yeah. So that I have some alternative and not go through my entire stock of packaged survival meal. Oh, there's more. Ah, no, don't go there. No. Okay. Later. Okay. So, Green Bear is being extremely efficient. I didn't expect that from when I first saw him. But yeah, he's being quite useful for now. Come winter and we have to hide inside from the cold and other threats, I'm not really sure what he'll do all day. He'll probably just be another janitor, but still. So Nevin thinks that I should give my faction a name. What should my faction be called? Astrogator's Crag. I have no idea what an astrogator is. Crag is alright. We'll call it... we'll call it... We'll call it Tidal Crag. No, we'll call... No, wait. We'll call it... We'll call it Odd River, because the river should go in a different direction. Yeah, that's what we'll call it. And Nevin also thinks that you should give this community a name. Now, I still don't really understand the difference. I think it's if you send a caravan to somewhere else and settle down, and you have a second settlement, then that is a second community. So we are all Odd River people, but wait, in that case then the lower thing, the lower thing should be Odd River. And the upper thing, that is just what we're all called. All of us people. And obviously we are the YouTubers.